then you had Thomas Massie. He went on ABC News and he talks about this and other things. And man, does he just nail Trump to the wall here.
I'm joined now by Republican Congressman Thomas Massie of Kentucky, who led the effort to release the Epstein files. Congressman Massie, thank you for being.
And by the way, shout out to Massie and Ro Khanna. They were the two that really drove this home. They were the two that really got us to this point with, trying to release the Epstein files, making it a massive issue.
Here. President Trump fought long and hard to prevent your discharge petition from going through. You won that battle. Now, what happens? How many Republicans in the House follow your lead and defy the president on this?
I think we could have a deluge of Republicans. There could be 100 or more. I'm hoping to get a veto-proof majority on this legislation when it comes up for a vote. And, the president's been saying this is a hoax. He's been saying that for months. Well, he's just now decided to investigate a hoax, if it's a hoax. And I have another concern about these investigations that he's announced. If they have ongoing investigations in certain areas, those documents can't be released. So this might be a big smokescreen, these investigations, to open a bunch of them as a last-ditch effort to prevent the release of the Epstein files.
So that is a super important point. So when Trump came out the other day and he said this, that he was saying, of course I want you to release the files. Release the files. Why wouldn't you release the files? Massie is saying he's doing that because a couple days before this, he said, I'm opening a new investigation into Epstein. So now when he calls to release the files, the Department of Justice is going to go, and the FBI is going to go, well, we can't. There's a new investigation going on. And Trump's going to go, well, I said to release the files, so it's not my fault that they're not being released. I said you should release them. But hey, there's a new investigation. What am I going to do? It's got to be, by law, it's got to be sealed while there's a new investigation going on. So it was a massive trick. It was a trick. He conned you like he cons fucking everybody, and Massie is calling it out directly here. Like I said, what might happen in this instance is Thune might allow the vote in the Senate, and perhaps they'll vote to release it, but Trump had announced a new Epstein investigation, so they'll go, oh yeah, we're going to release it, but oh, would you look at that? By law, we can't actually release it until our investigation is done, so they just keep the investigation open indefinitely. Like, that's the move. But they'll take a moment to say, oh, yes, oh, yeah, we all voted to release it. Isn't that great? Yeah, we all voted to release it. And then it just won't come out. And people will just forget about it, right? Like, they got tricks up their sleeve. They really do. If they can clean up those files and remove every single Republican name and every time Trump's name is mentioned, then they probably will release it just to say, oh, look, it's all Democrats. But short of that, they're just going to not release it. They're just going to maybe put on a show like they will, but not release it. So he's got 1,000 tricks up his sleeve because he is the guiltiest man in America. Trump is. And shout out to Massie, shout out to Ro Khanna, because they really came through here. This was really something. And it's helping to totally split apart the MAGA base. The MAGA base. It's a mix between the economy shitting the bed, but also Trump very obviously protecting the Epstein files. He's losing some of his most hardcore supporters and some of his most normie-ish supporters at the same time.